Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're really digging into the story of Lori Greiner. You probably know her as the Queen of QVC or maybe from Shark Tank.
Definitely. And we're going to explore how she built this whole empire she has now.
It's quite a journey. So what's fascinating about Lori Greiner, I think, is just how many hats she wears.
Right. She's an inventor, obviously, but also this really successful entrepreneur, a producer, even involved in humanitarian work, and she wrote a book.
And, of course, a big star on Shark Tank, that Emmy-winning show where she spots potential and, invests.
Exactly. Putting her money where her mouth is.
The stats alone are pretty impressive. We're talking over 1,000 products developed and sold.
1,000. And 120 U.S. and international patents to back them up.
Yeah, and this number always gets me. Apparently a 90% success rate for the new thing she launches.
Yeah.
That's unusual, right?
It's incredibly high. Really speaks to her instinct or maybe her process.
Okay, so that's our mission for this deep dive. How did she get from like one single idea to this huge multi-million-dollar international brand?
And hopefully by looking at her path, listeners can maybe pick up some useful insights about building something from scratch.
Let's do it. So rewind a bit. Lori Greiner, born in Chicago, 1969.
Second daughter. Her dad was a real estate developer, mom a psychologist. They divorced when she was, 8?
Yeah, around 8. And education-wise, she studied journalism, Loyola University, Chicago.
Which is interesting because she apparently dreamed of being a playwright initially, even did some work for the Chicago Tribune.
But the family influence seems key.
Right. Her parents apparently taught her early on about, creating your own income, building a business, not just being an employee.
That kind of mindset planted early,
right,
that can really shape things, can't it?
Oh, absolutely. Sets a different course from the start.
Okay, so let's get to the invention, the big one. The plastic earring organizer. This was back in the 90s.
Yeah, simple idea, really. Solved a common problem, tangled earrings. It held 100 pairs.
And she put her own money in. $10,000 to make the prototype.
Which is, a real chunk of change, especially back then for an unproven idea. It shows she really believed in it.
Definitely shows commitment. And this is pre-internet saturation, remember?
Right. So finding buyers wasn't just a Google search away.
Right. So finding buyers wasn't just a Google search away.
No. She actually used the Yellow Pages. Can you imagine?
Talk about hustle. Real pavement pounding stuff.
And it worked. She landed this, potentially massive deal with JCPenney, but there was a catch.
The trial run. Always a catch.
Exactly. JCPenney basically said, prove it sells well here in Chicago over the holidays.
And then we'll talk about going national.
Yeah.
Huge pressure cooker for a new product.
Totally. And the clock was ticking. She had just, 4 months to figure out production scaling for potentially, nationwide demand.
That's intense. That ramp-up phase can kill a young business.
This is where her husband, Dan Greiner, comes in. Big time. Yeah, he clearly believed in her and the product. They took out a loan.
A huge loan. $120,000. Secured against their house.
Wow. That's putting it all on the line. That shared risk, that partnership. It's often make or break.
It says a lot about their confidence. And Lori didn't just sit back.
No, she got hands-on.
Right. She went into the JCPenney store herself. Stood there during the holiday rush, demonstrating the organizer.
Smart. Direct customer feedback. Seeing reactions firsthand.
And apparently people loved it. The response was just huge.
So the trial worked.
Big time. The next year, JCPenney rolled it out nationally.
That's the breakthrough moment.
For sure. That earring organizer, her first $1 million hit. Sold through JCPenney, Home Shopping Network, other places too.
And it wasn't just a flash in the pan?
Not at all. Within 3 years, that one product, that initial business, was doing over $10 million in revenue.
Incredible momentum from one clever idea and a lot of hard work.
Which leads nicely into the next phase, building the actual empire.
Right, because she didn't just stop there. In 1996, she founded her company, For Your Ease Only.
Good name. Tells you exactly what it's about.
Pretty much. The whole philosophy was finding solutions to everyday problems, making life simpler.
And it clearly resonated. Her product line just exploded. Over 700 items eventually.
700. And while she's maybe best known for organizers, jewelry, cosmetics, that kind of thing.
Which, let's face it, are perennial problems.
Totally. But she branched out too. Kitchen gadgets, tech stuff, travel accessories.
As long as it fits that making life easier mold.
Exactly. Diversification, but with a core focus. It's a smart way to build resilience.
And then came QVC. This became a massive platform for her.
Yeah, the Queen of QVC. That title stuck for a reason. She hosted her show Clever and Unique Creations for 20 years.
20 years. That's longevity. Interestingly, she was on HSN first, right? Home Shopping Network.
Uh-huh. Briefly. But QVC was where she really hit her stride, built that massive following.
It wasn't just selling, it was building trust, wasn't it?
Yeah.
People saw her regularly, trusted her judgment on what was genuinely clever.
Definitely. That show was one of the longest running on the network. Introduced tons of products, built her brand, and, well, her fortune, too.
And then 2012 rolls around, and she takes another big step into the public eye.
Shark Tank.
Shark Tank, which kind of cemented her status not just as an inventor seller, but as a sharp investor, too.
Yeah, it put her in a different kind of spotlight, judging ideas, mentoring entrepreneurs.
And she's been pretty active on the show, invested over $10 million in different companies.
They call her the warm-blooded shark, which I always found interesting.
Yeah, because she seems to have this knack, this gut feeling for spotting the hero or zero products, as she puts it.
That probably comes from years on QVC, right? Seeing what connects with real people instantly, judging mass market appeal on the fly.
Makes sense. And her track record on the show is pretty stunning.
Yeah.
What is it? 10 of the top 20 most successful Shark Tank companies are hers.
Something like that. It's a seriously impressive hit rate. Really underlines her eye for potential.
And some of those are household names now. Scrub Daddy is the classic example.
Oh, yeah. She put in $200,000 for 25%, and sales just exploded. Like $50 million within a year, wasn't it?
Incredible. But others too. Squatty Potty, Simply Fit Board, Sleep Styler.
Drop Stop, Bambooey, Wine Balloon, Bantam Bagels, which got sold later on.
Right. It shows her range, doesn't it? Across all sorts of categories.
And it's not just the money. She brings her expertise, her connections, her platform.
You see her negotiation skills too. That legacy shave deal was interesting.
What was that again?
She initially offered $1 million for the whole company, plus a royalty.
Wow, bold opening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They ended up settling on something different, but it shows she knows her value and isn't afraid to push for it.
It's that mix, isn't it? The product intuition combined with sharp business sense.
So drilling down a bit, what are the core principles driving this success? One thing she always talks about is patents.
Absolutely crucial. Protecting your idea. It's the foundation if you're building on invention. Gives you that crucial edge, that protection.
And her approach seems to be start small, test the waters, then scale up.
Yeah, not betting the farm on day one. More of a measured, staged investment. Makes sense.
She's also very hands-on, apparently. Right from the concept stage through manufacturing, marketing, even the legal stuff, the patents.
That end-to-end control. It means she can maintain quality and make sure the product really delivers on that promise of making life easier.
Which is her core focus, isn't it? Create things that genuinely help people, simplify tasks, and crucially, do it at an affordable price.
That accessibility piece feels important. It's not just high-end gadgets, it's stuff for everyday people.
And you get the sense she really stands behind her products. There's a sincerity there.
Yeah, she puts her name on it, literally and figuratively. That resonates with customers. They feel like she genuinely believes in what she's selling.
She's even said it's not just about the money for her. It's more about the creativity, the buzz of inventing something and sharing it.
That passion for the product itself. That often fuels things longer and harder than just chasing dollars.
And her work extends beyond just business, right? She wrote that book.
Invent it, sell it, bank it. Yeah, 2014. Became a national bestseller.
Sort of a playbook for aspiring inventors, sharing her own stories and like practical steps. Amazon and the Wall Street Journal called it a top business book.
Passing on the knowledge, which is a valuable thing to do.
She also started a production company, Good Place Entertainment.
Branching out into film, TV, video content shows that creative drive is still strong.
And there's a significant humanitarian side, too.
Yeah, apparently her company donates a good chunk of profits each year. Scholarships for women, youth programs, supporting first responders, various causes.
It adds another dimension, doesn't it? Success isn't just the bottom line.
Right. And people say, despite the wealth, she lives relatively simply. Known for being quite kind-hearted.
She even does those Instagram live things, bed talks with Lori.
Right. Casual chats with celebrities. It's another way to connect, be relatable, build that personal brand.
Okay, let's talk numbers for a second. The financial picture. Her net worth is estimated around, what, $150 million?
Somewhere in that ballpark, yeah. Built from the inventions, QVC, Shark Tank investments, the book, it all adds up.
So, maybe not the wealthiest shark on the panel. Mark Cuban's numbers are obviously in a different league, but still incredibly successful.
And largely self-made, built on her own ideas and drive. That's pretty remarkable.
It's amazing to think back to that first earring organizer. paying off a $300,000 business loan.
Felt incredible. Proof of concept, big time.
And since starting For Your Ease, only in 96, over 1,000 successful products. Those 120 patents covering all sorts of things.
Yeah, I saw some listed like interactive video purchasing tech, swivel organizers, cosmetic cases, even a fragrance-emitting snow globe.
Mm-hmm. Snow globe. Shows the breadth of her innovation, I guess, and her commitment to protecting those ideas legally.
Definitely. It's a testament to continuous creativity.
So wrapping this up, we've traced Lori Greiner's path from that one invention, the earring organizer, to becoming this multi-million-dollar brand, the undisputed Queen of QVC, and a really influential Shark Tank investor.
Yeah, her journey really hits on some key themes, doesn't it? Like spotting a real market need, the sheer grit and perseverance needed.
Absolutely. And the importance of protecting your ideas, those patents.
And maybe above all, that relentless focus on the customer. Always asking, how does this make someone's life easier?
That seems to be the thread running through everything. So maybe a final thought for everyone listening.
Go on.
Think about those little annoyances in your own day, the everyday problems, the things that make you go, ugh, I wish there was a better way to do this.
We all have them.
Could one of those frustrations, could that be the seed of your $1 million idea? Waiting for someone with that same kind of determination Lori Greiner showed to, grab it and bring it to life.